Hi guys, I'm finally posting this part 2 where I actually finish this illustration from our You Choose I Draw live stream done for Lightbox Expo 2021. So I started this on Photoshop, but I do prefer working on Procreate when I'm working for myself and doing things for myself. So I moved the PSD file to my iPad and continued from there. So if you want to watch the first part of this process, which in this case was a live stream, I'll leave the link in the description box and probably in the cards. So You Choose I Draw. This is the second year I do this. We have polls on Instagram to define what I'm going to be drawing. The theme you guys picked this on Instagram was the witch goddess of Waterfall. I don't know what that means, but I came up with this lady here. First, I wanted to make her look more indigenous, but as I kept going and developing the illustration, I decided to make kind of a dress for her. You're gonna see that in a little bit. And she ended up looking more ethereal in a way. I kind of understand her as a higher chakra or something. Whereas the indigenous version I wanted to make before and kind of had in my mind would be more of a root chakra, more grounded, more ancestral. Ancestral? I think that's the word. I don't know, this is just my perception. And so I just let those senses kind of guide the illustration, and it turned out more like this. So I wanted to add some mist to the illustration, as if like the waterfall is, has this mist of the water. It's kind of obvious, but like, because the other option we had for this witch goddess was smoke. So I was actually hoping the smoke goddess would win. And so when I mentioned that in the live stream, the people that were watching were saying, well, you can kind of do that too with kind of the mist of the waterfall. But it turns out that this kind of waterfall that I'm doing, it doesn't have an actual fall. I don't think, like, it's not enough to make a mist. But that's okay. I kind of added something like that later on. But it turned out to be like too light, and it kind of lost focus from the character. Everything that I'm saying you kind of will see in the future. So yeah, I'm terrible at narrating these things because I never really know what to say. So I'm doing her dress and this little moon on her forehead because she's still like a witch, and I wanted her to be like connected to some elements that, some things that are connected to the water element, because she is, the witch goddess of Waterfall. So water. And so I decided to keep the moon element there, to have that connection from the water, like earthly thing, to the moon. Yeah. So I've been in this moment of the illustration, I was trying out some things and seeing what works, what didn't work. and like testing some effects, some stuff that, you know, would make my illustration look a little bit better and make it more focused on her. And, you know, sometimes we get like carried away with details or stuff like that, and we kind of lose focus. The illustration itself kind of loses its purpose and its focal point, and everything turns, I don't know, the illustration becomes all over the place, and it's not focused, it's not interesting anymore, because there's not one focal point and you kind of want to look everywhere. And so I need to take a step back when that happens, and take some time to come back later with like other eyes, to see it again, and like what I did here. I didn't like what I was doing, so I started again that part of the process, because everything was kind of grabbing your attention, and I didn't want that. I want her face, I want her her body, but more closer to her face to be the focal point. And so I wanted to have more ethereal and magical elements to her, so I added that little rainbow and some glow, some stuff that made her look more magical. And so that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you liked it. Bye bye. Beijo.